I invite you to find a comfortable position. Sometimes it's not easy to find a comfortable position for the body because it's the nature of bodies. They have their complaints, but do the best you can. I want to put our attention on metta, loving kindness, loving friendliness. And I'd like you to consider using the traditional words of the Buddha about practicing with metta as a contemplation. This might be something new for you. I haven't really heard anyone teach it this way, but I do this myself, and I find it really lovely. So, how does one do that? Well, the text, the standard wording, I will abide, pervading 1/4 with a mind imbued with loving kindness. That's how it starts. So, how does one imbue the mind with loving kindness? So, depending upon our conditioning, as soon as we hear a question like that, we might start thinking, trying to think of a way to solve the question, to answer the question or solve a problem. But another approach is to allow that question to sort of hang there in the mind and let the mind go still. And allow whatever comes. And very possibly there might be a response to that question that comes from deeper within. So, imbuing the mind with loving kindness. Now, there might be an image or a thought, or it might just be a feeling, just without words, that arises because we have a lot of experience with loving kindness, even if we've never heard it spoken of that way. I don't think we could have managed to live this long without loving kindness in our life. So we know it. We know it deep inside. And maybe just hearing the question can cause that to spring up. But everyone's conditioning is a bit different. And sometimes when people hear a question like that, what springs up is resentment or anger, frustration. And when we're contemplating, we just stay present with whatever it is that arises. And if we can hold an attitude or an intention of curiosity or interest, awareness, keep that awareness present, and a softness. non-ill will, non-cruelty, non-grasping after sensual experience, when those are absent, can we be present with those unpleasant feelings if that's what's arising? In that case, it takes a little more time, or who knows how much attention and care for the metta, for the loving kindness to emerge naturally. Forcing it or requiring it just doesn't work. That just brings more resentment. And if we can invite ourselves to soften, knowing we're in a safe place, we can be soft. We can be kind to our own minds, to ourselves. And then, regardless of how thoroughly imbued the mind is with loving kindness, whatever amount that might be there, or the richness of the color of metta, if you will, regardless of that, we want to reflect upon, contemplate, filling 1/4 with that mind imbued with loving kindness, without thinking about what it means to fill 1/4, just allowing whatever comes to come through. Letting go of thinking, letting go of reasoning. How does it feel when we have that question in mind or that statement in mind? Pervading 1/4 with a mind imbued with loving kindness. We want to observe any secondary thinking when something arises. Are we judging it? Are we trying to get rid of it or trying to promote it? And just notice those tendencies and invite them to become calm. We're not trying to get something, trying to do something, but to just be present and aware and open to what might arise when we hold these phrases, these thoughts in mind. What's the feeling tone? What's the sense you have in the body? What's the felt sense? And likewise, the second. So pervading the second quarter, now half of the body. or half of the space with a mind imbued with loving kindness. Likewise, the third quarter. Likewise, the fourth quarter. Above, viewing that area above you, the mind pervading rather that area above you with a mind imbued with loving kindness. And below, and whatever is happening is being aware, present, without judgment, without criticism, without leaning forward to get something or pushing back away. Just neutrally present, experiencing what you feel, what it's like to just allow this process to happen. Only encouraged by these words of the Buddha. So above and below, around and everywhere. Just notice what those words do, what the effect is. And to all, as to myself. I'm really sitting with that. Now I will abide, pervading the all-encompassing world with a mind imbued with loving kindness. abundant. There's so much. So much. Exalted, beautiful, high, and immeasurable, just beyond we can even measure. Just notice how the words affect the heart, the mind. Without hostility, without ill will. When you're practicing on your own from this point, you can allow yourself to really rest and deepen, maybe into what's called metta jhana, just allowing the mind to really make use of whatever pleasant feeling, beautiful mental states can arise. And just being present, perhaps that's not what's arising. Be present and aware of whatever is there. Seeing it for what it really is. And these two are sankharas, helpful or indicating the need for healing. Giving ourselves that time and that attention